Heyo everybody, Haku here with my One Piece chapter 1100. Wow, big milestone. 1100 live reaction bingo. Excited to go through it. I didn't change the bingo board too much for this week. I just changed a few things like I did for last week, just because things haven't been changing up that much and what to expect or guess from the story or hope spect. So I didn't change it too much, and a part of me changing it was based on I saw the title. I saw the title before I made the bingo board, and it's Thank You Bonnie, which is crazy. I'm like, is this a Bonnie death? Is it a Kuma death? I was expecting Kuma death, but Bonnie death is possible. I don't know what we're gonna get. I don't know if we're still gonna be in the flashback. I was expecting us to be out of the flashback by now and something crazy to happen on actual present day Egghead, with Kuma probably getting there or something. So yeah, I have no idea because it's a milestone and usually at least something pretty big happens. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was forgetting something else I wanted to say, but since I can't remember it, let's just go ahead and go over the bingo board real quick and then start reading. I'm incredibly excited for this one. I wasn't expecting it to be out so early, and the fact that it is out so early is nuts to me. Also, I should mention, bingo card, there will be a generator in the comments or the description for you to generate your own unique bingo card from the options that I put in it. So you could generate your own card, see if you get bingo or not if you want to play along. Also, it's probably worth mentioning that I do these videos as soon as I get a chance to read the scans. So I put that out for patrons and channel members, so if you want to be a patron or member and get One Piece early, you can, and then I make it public when the official chapter comes out, when the official translation comes out. So yeah, if you want One Piece a bit early, I'm recording this on like midday Wednesday, then you can become a channel member or patron, but I'll talk about that later. Let's actually, focus on the actual chapter. So for this time around, I have new cover story, named character death, smoker bounty reveal, Karadan Torzu Nisha, Gorosei. I put Kuma death and Bonnie death in the options here, and I did get both of them. So Kuma death, Egghead Butt fan surface, Crocodile, a new name Devil Fruit, named attack, Admiral, free space switch we can click, flashback, a clone, because I still don't know if like the Bonnie clone theory is something that actually has some weight to it, Where's Caribou? Vegapunk, a Devil Fruit Awakening, Nika being mentioned. I figured, if this maybe is a Kuma death, there might be some more Nika stuff that gets dropped. Bonnie death, because then the title I was like, probably not, but maybe if the real Bonnie dies and gets replaced by Clone Bonnie. Any Straw Hat member, a Zoan transformation, Vivi, Wapple, or Morgans, back to the present, any island other than Egghead is what I ended up with. So either way, let's start reading. We have chapter 1100, Thank You Bonnie. We see Usopp thinking about, are those pepper and carrot, I think? Ninjin, oh, and onions down there too. Sanji cooking vegetables, making Usopp nostalgic about the Usopp Pirates. Alright, so we do see, I will try after every page, unless I get really sucked in, to go back to this and mark anything we see. We do see a Straw Hat member. I will count the cover for that, even though it's not in the actual main story. Holy crap! Hold on. I'm afraid we're still in the flashback. I'm afraid I'm here on business. Man, it's cold. This place sure is a far cry from Punk Hazard. Just you wait. The future will be born right here. My head's overflowing with ideas. It's honestly hard to think straight. And it's so funny thinking, this place isn't like Punk Hazard, given that now Punk Hazard is cold. That is what you think about it. At least half of it, but that's the half they mostly focus on in the arc, so it's, at least in my mind, what I most think of. At the future location of Egghead. That explains how you missed it. Navy Admiral Kizaru Borsellino. So he was Kizaru. That wasn't that long ago. He was Kizaru here. You really should have checked every nook and cranny of the lab when you moved in. The government frowns on secret backroom deals with pirates, And we see they're being listened in on and watched by the transponder snails. Okay, you got me, Borsellino. I hate it when you get like this. Come on, I'm just doing my job. And we see young Drake there as well. Drake mentioned. Drake appearance is wild. That's a crazy one. Okay, but before we move to the next page, we got some stuff. We're still in the flashback. We got an admiral. If we see a clone and a named attack, we got something good happening here. We also have any island other... Oh no, this is still Egghead. This is still Egghead. Is there anything else here? I don't... Oh, we got to see Vegapunk, right. This one is starting off nuts. I don't think we have anything else yet. No. Okay, sorry. Technically, we got Carrot. Not the right Carrot, though. Okay, hold on. I think I can move on from here. We don't see any Gorosei yet. Now, actually, since I saw Smoker, it made me think about if he was in there with the Marines, but I don't believe so. It's irrelevant if you consider him an ideal candidate, Vegapunk. This man's a pirate with a 296 million on his head. I don't think I should count that as a bounty reveal because we already knew that from before he became a warlord. You can say you were ignorant of that or simply admit you don't care, but making a fugitive the face of our clone program is out of the question. It would be an affront to the Navy's reputation. With that in mind, we have 3 additional stipulations if you want us to honor this deal of yours. Firstly, Bartholomew Kuma, you must agree to become one of the 7 warlords of the sea. And this is wild. I was wondering if the 7 warlords were going to be formed here with Kuma, or is that something that already existed in the past? Has it existed for a long time? A few days ago, we found ourselves a member short, thanks to the exploits of a rookie named Ace. It caused a great turbulence in the pirate world. Someone of your caliber would be a natural choice to fill that opening and calm the seas. Okay. So Ace took out one of the warlords, it would seem. That might be from the spin-off that I have not read. Okay. I don't know if I should count Gorosei here. I mean, it is a Gorosei speaking, and we do have the, I think we should count it. Even though we don't see actual them, it is their proxy, their stand-in. It is them speaking. So I think that should count. I don't think bounty reveal should count, though, because we already knew his previous bounty, I believe. So I'm going to leave that at that for now. With that in mind, okay, I went through all of that. Our second condition is for you to undergo procedures to become a human weapon for the Navy. Are you talking about modifying my body? Precisely. You already have all the traits required to be an effective warlord, so you'll become a paragon of fear for pirate scum far and wide, after you receive your enhancements. I second that. The Navy would love to have you on our side. Can it, Kizaru? You see my point, but that's not all. You aren't like other pirates, Kuma. We're well aware of your history with the Revolutionary Army. If you accept our offer, we must take precautions to ensure you never turn your power against the world government again. Which brings us to our third and final condition. You must agree to give up your free will and sense of individuality. Alright. Saint Saturn, that would be tantamount to killing him. This is because none of the other warlords would follow orders, isn't it? If you snuff out all the humanity left in a cyborg, you'll have nothing but a robot. Do you really expect me to murder a man? You forget yourself. You're a military scientist, and you have no right to talk back. These conditions must be met if this criminal wishes to save his daughter. It's a small price to pay considering how expensive and difficult this procedure would be otherwise. I have no obligation to help this girl. This is murder. It'd be perverse to modify a human body like that. I won't. Vegapunk, please do it. Kuma? I've been worrying all this time, thinking it might be impossible to save Bonnie, but now there is a chance. I'm so grateful. This is such a good panel! This panel's amazing. I'm so grateful. I'll happily accept any fate, so long as Bonnie is cured. Kuma. And we have Vegapunk tearing up. Again, we don't get to see what Kizaru's really thinking. And then we cut over to Sentomaru and Bonnie. Vegapunk, how long will it take you to finish Kuma's modifications and cure his daughter? Alright, dealing with the sapphire scales will take 6 months. It'll take an extra year on top of that before she can be exposed to natural light. That's a total of about a year and a half before she's cured. Kuma's modifications will take 2 years at minimum. Thank goodness. She really will be all better by the time she's 10. How can we trust you to remain obedient after she's cured? Your daughter's our only leverage here. I have no intention of running. Be that as it may, the world government will have to take custody of her once her treatment is complete. She'll be free after you follow through with the erasure of your personality. But that would mean Kuma won't get to see Bonnie after she's cured. Correct. His modifications will commence immediately. It'll be an ongoing process. As he starts... Sorry, I was just looking at the background walls behind Saturn. As he starts his tenure as a warlord and helps the government tame the seas, after his daughter's cured, any contact between them will be forbidden to ensure they don't escape. If there's any hint of defiance from any of you, I guarantee she will spend the rest of her life as a slave. And then that hits Kuma hard. I won't try to see her, I swear. I only have one request. Don't tell Bonnie the truth. She can't know about her illness, or that she's being kept as a hostage, and this is why she's so shocked to see her memories after confronting Vegapunk. I don't want her to wake up after her surgery in some soulless government facility. Take her back to Sorbet. You can keep her in the church where she grew up. If you can grant that one request, then I promise you, I won't seek her out, and I'll obey without question. Very well. It makes no difference where she's kept, as long as the government oversees it. Looks like we have an interesting 2 years ahead of us. Bonnie will be staying here for the next 6 months. Really? So you're staying with me? That's right. They think I may have come down with something too, so they need to run some tests. Snap. That means we'll get to be together. Yay. This weirdo Sentamaru. That's rude. Wow, this place has so many windowless rooms. Yes, be careful. There's all sorts of dangerous gadgets around here. That's it. I can create the weapon of my dreams now. Damn it, the brainwaves won't stop. Someone needs to write everything I'm thinking down. If only they could eat and use the toilet for me too. I'd never have to stop. I'm so short-handed it's maddening. I just had another eureka moment. This is going to keep me busy as a beaver. I wish there were 5 more of me. And then the same cat-related idiom from 1062. Alright, and there's where he makes the plans to separate his body. We're seeing Kuma being turned into a cyborg, and Bonnie's treatments. We see Bonnie playing with Sentamaru, drawing a picture of Kuma. Alright, and those, I think, are those the green blood, or the cloning pods, or what? And now we see Umit cargo ship. Umit was mentioned before, right? During Whole Cake? Is that it? Or am I thinking wrong? Alright. And we have Bonnie reacting to food, everyone eating. Even Kizaru there with him. And we get shots of all of them. Kizaru, Kuma, Bonnie, Sentamaru, and Vegapunk. And all of them dancing together as well. In the Nika shape. Half a year later. So is Kizaru going to end up turning on the government at some point? This makes me question his loyalty. Half a year later. Okay, the results are good. After a year of rehabilitation, you'll be completely cured. Thank you, Vegapunk. Yeah, thanks. Once I'm all better, can I come and visit? Of course. Kingdom of Sorbet. Kuma-chi, Bonnie-chan, it's been so long. Are you finally home for good? They said I'll be all better in a year. Then I'll finally be able to go outside. Is that right? That's fantastic news. You always said you'd be fit as a fiddle by the time you turn 10. Does this mean I'll be taking care of you again, Bonnie? Granny Connie, member of the Sorbet royal family, Queen Dowager Connie. We'd be more than happy to take care of her, Kuma. Yeah, you can count on us. Thank you. I'll leave her in your hands. I'm still a pirate after all. I won't stay. Or if I stay, it won't be good for the kingdom. I don't think I'll be back for at least a year. What, that long? I'll write you tons of letters. Okay. The next I see you, we'll both be... Hold on, I just saw something. The next I see you, we'll both be able to sail the seas and reach the horizon. I can't wait. I want to travel all sorts of places together. I'd love to take you. I really would have loved that. And then this is this a younger Khalifa? Please leave the rest to us, Kuma-san. Who's that? As the government agent supervising her? Cipher Pole number 8, Intelligence Agent Alpha. direct Romanization would be Alufa. So similar to Khalifa, it's Alifa or Alufa. I'm a nurse. The doctor ordered me to take care of Bonnie-chan during her recovery. I'll check her temperature daily, make sure she takes her medicine, and monitor for any changes. My name is Alpha. Nice to meet you, Bonnie-chan. And then, no suspicious individuals will be allowed near her during her recovery. Please remember to bring identification with you if you plan to visit. That's such a pain, and what's that building you're putting up in front of the church? Those are our accommodations. Don't forget, a child's life is such a fragile thing, she says to Kuma. I understand. I'm not coming back. So I wonder if it is just Khalifa in disguise, or if it is supposed to be a related character with a similar name. I would probably put money on Khalifa in disguise, because this is only a couple years ago, really, at this point. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm so glad you were born. Really? Take care. The pirates of the world were utterly shocked when the infamous tyrant Bartholomew Kuma suddenly became an obedient member of the Seven Warlords. Young Master, there's a new warlord, and we see Sugar and Doflamingo. Kuma the tyrant? Sounds like another villain has come into play. Foo. What do you think? I couldn't care less. Have you taken care of those idiots who spotted our rain-making ship yet? And this is referencing the hidden ship from chapter 212. So we have Crocodile and Robin were together at this point. We then see Mihawk. We see Kobe was with Alvida at this point. So it had to be what? Within the past 2 years? 2 years before pre-time skip at this point, right? He looks as big as Whitebeard. Kobe, do you reckon, or who do you reckon is stronger, me or him? You of course, Alvida-sama. So they finally found a replacement. That's great news, Jimbei. Considering the circumstances, you're the last person I'd expect to say that. I'm still reading the details about him, and it's weird seeing Blackbeard with Marco and Whitebeard. He's a former king. This is on top of the reigning king we already have in our ranks. The pirate world is really changing. Okay, because I guess Doflamingo would have already been king at this point, right? Their business doesn't affect us. I follow no man's orders. Like the king they already have, going back up. Yeah, I guess it is Doflamingo, right? Unless I'm blanking on something. Their business, I mean, and technically, she's not a king, but she's a princess/empress. You have Boa here. Their business doesn't affect us. I follow no man's orders. Princess, it's essential that you keep track of information like this. Kishishishi. They say he's a paw-palmed man. That doesn't exactly sound frightening, does it? Well, he's already a warlord, so he's gotta be strong enough to make the cut, Moria-sama. And Perona was with Moria by this point. We see Dragon. Don't the warlords answer directly to the government? And we have Sabo. Kuma-san would never work for them. Dear Bonnie, I'm still at sea as I write this. I've become quite well known, and it's getting harder to sail in peace, and his ship is so cute. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing my best to find interesting travel destinations for when you turn 10. It'll be a long journey to deliver this. Please take care. I hope everyone back home is doing as well as I am. Bartholomew Kuma, come in. You have you have new commands from the government. She. Uh-oh, I made him mad. And we have young Luffy. What's your current location? I'm in the East Blue. What are my orders? And he's at Fuchsia Village. I wonder if he's going to meet Luffy this early and we just didn't get to know about it, which is insanely cool. Because I mentioned before, with the exception of Pedro, who died for them, Kuma has done more for the Straw Hats than any character in the series. From sending them to the places that they needed to go and basically saving their lives at right before the time skip, to protecting the Sunny, he really has done more for the Straw Hats than anyone. So this is really cool. I thought it was an incredibly good chapter. I love Kuma and Bonnie. Especially Kuma, but I love Kuma and Bonnie. I don't think we had anything more. Yeah, I really don't think there was anything more here. So, less crazy than I mean, we didn't have Nika mentioned, which is what I was expecting. Yeah, I don't think well, we did see any island other than Naked. We did see that at this point. I don't believe we've been back to the present, unless I'm forgetting something. So no VV Wapple or Morgans from all the people we jumped around to. Alright, I guess that's it. So yeah, no bingo once again this time. I could have if I just had a luckier card. There were enough spaces filled in. But maybe one of you finally got one. I still have yet to. Thank you so much for watching, though. I loved this chapter. It was extremely good. I think the Kuma flashback in general has been extremely good. I think it's going to be so cool next week to see if he did meet young Luffy and we just didn't get to know about it. Because, you know, that kind of thing happens a lot in One Piece, where it's like, oh, actually, this was part of Luffy's backstory, you just didn't know about it yet. Like the entire Sabo thing. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Like if you like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my first thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I can give you a link. It's free and open for anyone. Like I said, if you wanted to play along, the card was down in the comments and description. But you know what else is down there? A link to the Patreon if you want to become a patron. There's a link down in the the description at least, or you can go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description, or hit join down below, or drop a super thanks if you want to. If you want to help support the channel to help me to keep making videos and to get One Piece a little bit early, plus you get a shout out at the end of every single video. So thank you. Thank you to patrons and members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Hawley, to Magical Girls, FR Nono and Smeller Dog, to Chariton Student David Langstaff, to Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and to Pure Element Pate Ardialo. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.